Welcome to the Brunette Diaries, Dhruv.
Hello, Miss Brunette.
So, after that fun interaction with all your fans, it's now time for the Brunette to ask you some questions. So, shall we start?
Yeah, please, looking forward to it.
So, Dhruv, tell us something about your childhood, your family, were you a pampered kid, and all of that.
My childhood was pretty amazing. I have very fond memories of my childhood. I was very fat when I was a kid. So yes, I think that really proves that I was quite pampered because my mom used to feed me a lot. Uh, I think at the age of 3 or 4, I had decided that I want to be an actor because my dad was shooting for a film back then. And कुछ लोग घर पे आए थे for his clothes and everything. So they all were sitting in the hall. So I came running from my room and I saw his shirt and there was a gun and everything. So I went, I took it in my room and I wore, then I came out. And I remember, I think I was probably what, 3 or 4. My dad said, "ये hero बनने वाला देख लेना." So I think since then I always knew that I'm going to get into this field. So yes, I was quite pampered. I'd like to say that. I think I was always a mama's boy also, but in a very good way. I was never the ardent, blindly mama's boy kind of a boy. But my mom was probably very strict. She always was very, very certain कि कुछ भी करो, I need a degree. पढ़ाई पहले ख़त्म करो, do whatever you want in your life. So they've always supported me for my career or any decisions that I have taken, and all their support is what has always helped me and got me even here today. So yeah, my brother went to the US almost 15 years back. So yeah, my childhood's been pretty amazing, pretty tough also because of dad's illness also took place. So I think since probably 12 or 13, I was 12 or 13, I've seen a lot of things from that age. And yeah, it's been a pretty great journey.
Were you that young when your dad's condition?
First thing, yes. I think I was 12 years old when my dad first thing happened. But he always lived a hale and hearty life, touch wood, God bless him for that. Thank God for that actually. But yeah, I think I was 12 years old, 12 or 13 years old when his first thing happened. So yeah, but yeah, I've learned a lot from. I guess I'm still learning only.
You've never really spoken about your brother till date. So, how exactly is your rapport with him?
When we were kids, we used to only fight. We used to fight. Like there were times we used to play WWF. There were times when we used to actually fight. Uh, we used to do a lot of masti together. We used to play a lot of video games together. But of course, he's 7 years older than me. So there was a huge age gap. But still, I used to get very irritated when he used to always say, "Arey tu bachcha hai," for everything, and he used to get to do everything, and I was always the one who was left out. But yeah, we used to have a lot of fun when we were kids. Then he went to the US, so I mean we never even separated. But that gap had come because इतना पहले ज़माने में इतनी बातें नहीं होती थी. How it's so easy to just pick up the phone and not just call, like video chat, you know. So that happened, but I think with age we've gotten closer and closer, and I think he was the brain in the house. He was the smarter one amongst between the two of us, and I was the one who used to not want to study, and he was the one who used to always be a topper. So he's a software engineer. So my results used to always be compared to his, and I used to always tell mom, "यार, come on, यार, you can't. मैं जितना भी लाता हूँ कम पड़ जाता है. If I'm getting a first class, also you have a problem. If I'm getting a distinction, also you have a problem because he used to get 90% and plus." So yeah, and I think for him it used to always be that only because I used to eat away all his food because I was very fat. And any parties below, so I used to just be dancing and jumping around, and he used to be just quiet and docile. So yeah, we share a great bond. He's married. He's got 2 children. His wife, my bhabhi, she's just simply adorable. I love her. And my nephew and niece, oh, whatever I would give to just leave everything and be with them. But yeah, they're adorable, adorable little kids.
How were you as a student?
I think I was good, yeah. I was not bad. I've never failed in life, touch wood. I've never, I think I failed in Marathi in one exam because I used to not be able to speak Marathi that well. So, in school we used to have scheduled tests. This is in 10th. We used to have scheduled tests, then we used to have the terminal exams, and then prelims, and then boards. So I think the first 2 exams of the year I failed only. I could not get only more than 32, 33. So I was like, in Marathi. And we didn't even have that as an optional subject. It was a compulsory subject. So I was like, यार ये क्या करूँ मैं जो भी करता हूँ my tuition teacher was fed up of me, my school teacher was fed up. So I took it upon myself. I said, I'm going to do whatever. So I think I managed to escape through and I got 36 or 14 prelims. And they were like, bas, isse zyada nahi hoga isse. So we had 2 months to prepare. And I was like, I took it upon myself. So I have learnt every word and rotted every answer. And I did every possible thing from the textbook to the guide to whatever. And I got 78. I was a good student. Yeah, I was not that bad. I tried to study very hard, but yeah, I think somewhere my mom also played a very important part. She had very categorically and strictly told me that whatever you do in life, I need you to be a graduate and I need you to finish your education. स्कूल में बहुत बोर भी होता था. I used to do a lot of extracurricular activities. I used to play a lot of sports. I have played volleyball for my school, for my college. I've played volleyball for Mumbai level, and I used to play cricket. School में I think I've played table tennis, and once I played hockey also. So yeah, I've been a decent student, and there's always scope for better. So I've always got first class. या कभी कभी distinction भी मिलता था, so my mom used to be happy.
So is sports responsible for changing the fat, chubby Dhruv to this sexy Dhruv?
Sexy through. Thank you, Miss Beautiful Brunette. No. That was not the case at all. I used to still be fat and running around. But I think my transformation came post 10th. I had decided that I'm going to leave all these fatty things and get into the gym. So I enrolled myself into a gym and I started working out. And I think 3 or 4 months I lost considerable amount of weight. कि हम लोग जब 10th के रिजल्ट के लिए गए थे स्कूल वापस 3-4 महीने की छुट्टी के बाद मुझे किसने पहचाना ही नहीं. So there were a lot of people like Dhruv, you're Dhruv? I was like, yeah, and a lot of people could not recognize me. So I think it was just I don't know. I think it was just age or maybe thinking कि अब college जाऊँगा तो I have to become थोड़ा I have to start looking a little good and try and do whatever I can.
So did you have a girlfriend in college?
College, yeah. I feel so old now talking about college. But yeah, college days were fun. College was really, really good fun. I did a bit of modeling also for my college. I walked the ramp. So yeah, God has been kind.
I repeat my question. So did you have a girlfriend in college?
हाँ थी यार बहुत friends थे. I had a good friend circle in college. Yes.
So somebody is avoiding the question here.
Come on, yeah, we all had college girlfriends.
Did your dad, actor Mohan Bhandari, inspire you to become an actor, or do you think it was in your genes?
I think both. But I think I'd like to say it was more so in my genes because, like I said earlier, I think even at since the age of 3 or 4, I had made up my mind कि मैं कुछ ना कुछ तो करूँगा ये field में, because I was always, even as a kid, I was a storyteller. my parents used to tell me, a lot of my family cousins used to tell me that ये बहुत फेंकता है, ये बहुत कहानियाँ बनाता है. So I think I was somewhere always a storyteller. And since of course dad was an actor, and it definitely was in my genes as well, because I love telling stories. So if I can't talk it out, or jot it down, if I can't pen it down, the best way for me to tell stories is by acting it out to people. And I love emotions. I love emotions. So it's the best way to emote, you know, all the stories possible. So I think it was a mixture of both.
How has your relationship with your mom and dad been? I mean, would you share your secrets and all with them?
My mom, yes. My mom, yes. My mom was a friend for me always. I used to always talk to her more openly about all my secrets and all the fun things than with my dad. Dad was not that strict, but he was not that interfering as well. He was also very busy during my growing up days, and I used to love the fact that he was an actor. I used to love it.
Would you boast about your dad in school?
I didn't need to, because it was so good that I just feel so good that everybody knows my dad. And he was such a loving person that I don't think anybody took him only as an actor or celebrity. Everybody just took him as, you know, their own. He from probably 8 to 80, anybody, he would speak so beautifully and so nicely and lovingly to everybody, that I'm sure anybody who had ever had a conversation with him would end up having a smile by the end of the day. So yeah, but with me he was strict. He used to, I think being the younger one, I've gotten more shouting and beating from my parents as compared to my elder brother. He was lucky in that way. But there have been times where even he's taken the, you know, onus for a lot of things. So my bond with my mom was more on a friendly level, especially you know, in the growing years. With dad, it was good. It was fun. We used to chill together a lot of times. We both were foodies, so we used to love to eat. And we gelled a lot because of acting. You know, there's something which was always unsaid between my dad and me, and I think that was the dream of being the actor. Because I know he had had this dream of wanting to be a very successful actor, which he obviously did become. But I know for a fact that he always wanted to do more, and unfortunately, because of whatever reasons, he couldn't. There was always an obstacle. So that was one thing which was more of a unsaid bond between him and me, and that is why acting is also that special to me. Even though a lot of people say I have a lot of business traits in me, but I think that's why acting is that special, because it comes from the heart. Uh, uh, even if I drift away into anything else in life, which I will, you know, with God's grace, but this is something which is always going to be there. It's always going to be there with me, and I think a lot has to do with that because of my dad.
So, when was the first time you acted for a larger audience? You know, maybe on stage, television, movies, wherever.
I used to act in. I used to dance a lot, so I've performed many times. I have since childhood. Matlab, since I was like 5 6 years old, only I used to start dancing. So I've performed like on stage and all. But I think my first proper acting play, I did a play, was in school. I think I was in second or fourth standard. I can't remember. I was a tree, and I was very fat. No, nothing. I was just a tree. I was a tree, and I think because I was so nice and broad, I was nice bark of the tree. So that was, I think, my first one. Then I think I was a monkey, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I can vaguely remember right now. But from my fourth or fifth standard, when I started doing inter-house plays in school, we used to have that. I was always the main character. And from there on, for 5 or 6 years till I passed out from 10th, I did all the possible, I did all the plays from my house. And not that I want to be sounding pompous or boasting, but I enjoyed it so much that I also got awards for it.
So, what was your parents' reaction when you bagged your first role?
They were excited. They were really, really excited. They've been very supportive. They've been very, very supportive. They've never stopped me from pursuing my dream. Never. They've always pushed me. They've always given me the liberty and the permission and the strength to just go ahead. Uh, Even in the toughest of times, my dad always said that just because I'm unwell, don't think that I can't do things for you. You go ahead and pursue your dreams because you're going to be a superstar. And I've seen him fight life. I've seen him come out of it and come back on his feet and still run the family. I've seen him from being the most important person on a particular set to someone who's not that important. Uh, I've seen him overcome uh, so many obstacles, but he was always so positive. He never even for once thought that I wouldn't make it. He never even for once thought, because there were times I had wanted to just leave everything and take a job, because my mom was the kind of person who always said that a fixed income comes from a job. And tons of times, even though she's really supported me, she still does, she always said, I'd be lying if I said that she never told me to do something else or at least try. But my dad never let her. So he always knew, and he always said, I've seen him come out of an operation and saying ki tu ja ye karke aa, don't worry about it. So he's never let me worry about that. I don't know what strength he had or what uh, belief he had. Yeah, he's always pushed me. So yeah, they were really thrilled. Uh, he might have not been able to guide me in the best way. He might have not been able to give me the best of things according to a lot of people outside. But I know I've gotten more than I've ever asked for. I've gotten more than the best than any son can even think of getting, or more than what I deserve. But the one thing which I always had from him was positivity and belief. He had that faith. He used to tell me also many times when we used to do Rakt Sambandh कि अरे ऐसे कोई डायलॉग बोलता है क्या, अरे ये क्या कर रहा है, हिंदी सुधार अपनी, हिंदी पढ़. एंड व्हेन आई वाज अ किड आई यूज्ड टू टॉक वेरी फास्ट. तो मैं क्या बोलता था बहुत लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता था. So he used to make me read Hindi and take care of my diction. But I think today I know what he meant. I know that he had that vision that I'll do it. I think more than me, he had it.
So, because we're talking about your dad recently passed away following a long battle with brain tumor. Could you please talk about the phase, how you all came to know of the condition, unrest in the family, how you all coped and all that?
Uh, well, I think it was back in '96, if I'm not mistaken, when we had first learned about it. He was shooting a Hollywood film, and over there we had found out that he has this. But nothing ever stopped him until 2012 to 2013. it was, of course, a difficult phase whenever it came into our lives. It was really difficult. I was too young to even understand what happened to him. I was too naive, ignorant, or immature to be a part of it. It's been most difficult for my mom. She's been she's not just been a mom, or she's not just been a woman of the house. She's been like a goddess. She's a blessing in disguise to this world. So it's been very difficult, but it never let our family go down. We never stopped, because Dad never stopped. He always just went ahead. I mean, for him it was more like कि कोई बच्चा गिर जाता है तो चोट लगती है तो 2 दिन के लिए घर पे सोता है, फिर उसके बाद उठ के he starts jumping around. That's how he lived his life. In spite of battling brain tumor. So he would be home for a month and he's up. He starts shooting. And until 2012, 2013, which was the last 2-3 years, which have been very, very difficult, which were very, very difficult for all of us, most for my mom and my dad. But I think my dad's willpower was so strong that he never let us fall weak. And I think my mom's faith and love was so much that she never let him feel that he's unwell. So yeah, we all were together. I've seen a lot, both professionally and personally. I have grown up in the industry in a certain way, and seen what works and what doesn't work. And so it's not only just been a tough journey, it's been a very enjoyable journey also. I have learned a lot. It has gotten my family closer. It has strengthened the bond. It has given me the strength. It has helped me to mature. It has helped me to understand life, and it has still given me this positivity. So I'm happy that today, even though Dad is technically not there with us, I'm still feeling he's right here. So this is what I've probably learned, is the strength to be positive and give out positivity and live.
Gosh, it's actually become a bit serious here now. So let's just change the topic. Taj Express is a musical. So how good a dancer are you?
I think before Taj, I could just jump around, and I thought I was dancing. After Taj, I think I've learned a little bit, and today I think I can say that I can move my feet a little bit, but I still don't think I can dance that well as the way you asked me the question. I think this question should probably be asked to people who have seen me dance, and I think they'll be able to judge the most, because I always want to do better and better. And I think the amount I love dancing, I think I'll always want to be able to be very, very good. So I'm very far from it now. I'm very far from it. God has just been kind. Taj Express people have been very kind to me, and the fans have been very kind. So I think gathering all of that strength, I'm going to learn more and more.
Are you open to all these dance reality shows?
It's a very tricky question. I don't know if I belong to that yet, but then again, never say never.
We did see your emotional side a few minutes ago, but still we want to know from you, how emotional are you?
I'm an emotional fool. I'm an emotional fool. I'm still learning to be practical in life. But yeah, I'm an emotional guy. quite the kid that way. I'm like a little kid who thinks from his heart. Uh, but I think over the years I've learned, I'm still learning, that I need to, and I should, not only me, anybody should use the emotions in the right place. And I am very, very emotional, but I like that. I don't have any qualms in showing my emotions. Yes, I am the typical male who does not like to cry in front of people, and I don't. But I think that helps me in acting. So I like emotions. I think that makes me connect to my people, because if something that does not come from the heart, I don't think it holds any values, because there is no, I don't know, there are no barriers, there are no questions and answers in things that come from your heart. They just come. So I think I'm an ardent believer of that. And I think that's why I feel connected so much to my fans, because I don't just generally say that I love them. I genuinely do. I really like all of them. I read everybody's tweets. I read each and every single tweet that comes to me. I read each and every message that comes to me. It's just very sad and unfortunate that I am quite dumb and I don't know how to handle Twitter and all these social media that well. So I can't possibly reply to every individual's message. But the emotion person in me that I am, I want to, I feel like it, and I try to. So if I can't do it individually, I do it collectively. So that's why I am an emotional person. But over the years, I have learned the balance. I've got a hold of that balance, and yep.
Do you want your wife to be as good a cook as your mom is?
Jesus Christ. Uh, yeah, actually, why not? Yeah, then she can cook for me and my mom. And my mom can cook for her and me. And why just the two of them? I'll also cook. I love cooking. Yeah, I love cooking.
Tell me something about your culinary skills.
I'm not that good also, but I do. Yeah, I mean, I love making desserts. I can, if there are chocolates at home and there is something there, I can whip it into a dessert like this. I don't know what I do, but I take a lot of ingredients mixed together and I get a layer. I get layers of some beautiful desserts. I do that, and I make good eggs. I think just probably masala cheese omelette is my specialty. Mushroom masala cheese omelette. I mean, if there's nobody at home, and if my cook is not at home, or if my mom's not at home and I'm alone, I can survive, and I can eat really well. I can make chicken also. So when I used to follow my diet, I used to eat chicken throughout the day. So there were times I used to just go into the kitchen and try and experiment, and just cook. So I can cook decently well, yeah.
Do you have any formal training in acting?
Yes, I went to this institute called Creating Characters. I did a lot of theatre. I've done quite a lot of theatre. Uh, then I have learnt dancing and action, as they call it in Bollywood. So I've been through the entire journey from scratch. I've learned everything from A to Z. Of course, I wouldn't say A to Z actually. Sorry, my bad. You can never stop. But I have done a handful of things which can help me to do my job well, and I really try to do it.
So, when you say action, what exactly do you mean?
Fighting, martial arts, tai chi, a little bit of basics of kung fu and taekwondo and all that. So I've done all those, and I've even used weapons at times. I've learned to use the stick. I've learned to use nunchucks. Yeah,
And horse riding and all?
that is something I can't do. That is something I can't. I was just hoping you'd know ask me that.
So the next question is, what's your fear factor?
Insects and creepy animals. So yeah, definitely that. But I don't know why, but I am probably scared of anything that is a living thing which is not a human being. I get scared. I don't know why.
Okay. And what's your favorite cuisine?
I'm a foodie, yeah. It's very difficult for me to just say, but I think Indian Chinese. Love Indian Chinese.
And any particular dish as such?
Uh, Probably chicken Szechuan fried rice with chili chicken gravy or chicken tikka biryani with like spicy masala. My mouth is watering again. So I'm a big time foodie.
I'm having salad right now.
And I'm having salad right now. See the sacrifices we have to make for our jobs.
What's your date of birth?
3rd July,
Place of birth?
Mumbai.
Height?
5'9", 5'10",
5'10".
5'9", I don't know. ज़माना हो गया यार चेक करें.
5'9.5".
5'9.5", best.
Fitness regime?
See, if I'm in a regular regime, if I'm following my diet, then I do between weights and cardio. I alternate. Otherwise, I try and do. If I'm not that regular, then I stick to circuit training.
Are you brand conscious? I mean, मैं सिर्फ branded ही पहनूंगा types?
Yes and no. I mean, I love brands, so yes, I do wear brands. But at the same time, if I am walking on a street somewhere and I see a shirt or t-shirt which I really like, and if it fits me well, I'll buy it.
Have you ever shopped on the streets of Mumbai?
Yeah.
Like Bandra and
Of course I have. Yeah. Bandra, Lokanwala.
a quirk you have that nobody knows about.
There's not anything in that much in particular, but I love my hair. And if I have really taken the pains and efforts to set it up, I hate it when somebody comes and touches it or messes it. It just, yeah.
Qualities in your dream girl?
Well, she should be very loving, very caring. She has to have a lot of depth. She should be wanting to give me unconditional things, unconditional love, you know, not only focusing on taking. She should love my mom, she should love my family, and yeah, and I would just do whatever it takes to keep her happy. Always, because her smile is probably my confidence. And of course, someone who's very, very loyal, and yeah, who keeps my family intact.
Dhruv, I'm sure you already know कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारी लड़कियाँ हैं who would want to get married to you. Okay, so tell us, according to you, what kind of a sasuma would your mom be?
Oh, my mom. Yeah. She'll be the best. She'll really be the best. She's a very cool lady. There are things she likes a lot, and if there are things she doesn't like, she just won't. But she's very smart. She's very, very smart. My mom has always been the kind of person who can gauge, there's a sense of belonging, there's a sense of apnapan, and she gauges that, and she understands, and she can just know that who is what, and who is giving you something which is unconditional, or who is giving you something for a reason. But she's damn cool. She's a very sweet, loving mother, and yeah, I think she'll be more of a friend and a mother than a sasuma.
Do you go for grocery shopping and all?
Yeah, with my mom. I very rarely.
आज के कांदे का भाव क्या है?
नहीं, इतना नहीं. No, very rarely. I don't go that often. I don't. I go rarely. But I like to take her to the mall to buy groceries, because I can go and pick up all the nice things I want. So we're walking down the aisles and I just push things into my trolley. So yeah, I like that. And more than that, she loves it. Yeah, she gets irritated because I keep troubling her and don't let her buy what she needs to buy. That's a different story altogether. But yeah.
In such a case, what is your reaction? Okay, are you Dhruv?
Yes, I am Dhruv.
Can I have a
And
picture with you?
and I'd say yes. Why not? And that's it.
Any crazy fan that you've met as such?
Not crazy, but I remember I had met somebody who was this little girl. Probably, I mean, I don't know, not like little, like she was a kid, like, but yeah, um, very sweet little girl. She came up to me and she was, I don't know whether she was so mesmerized or what by seeing me, but she just she couldn't believe I was real. So she touched my hand and she started crying. And that freaked me out because I got so scared. I thought did I not like, I thought मैंने कुछ गुस्से से कुछ बोला या देखा. I felt so bad. So I went to her and I sat next to her and I hugged her and I said, how are you? Don't worry, we'll have a click a picture. So that was the most loving and freaky thing that happened. But she was very sweet. So yeah, I'm actually very happy with the kind of fans that I have. I don't have any crazy fans. I just love the fact that they love me so much, and I just love the fact that they know I love them so much. So yeah, I'm probably more normal than a lot of people you know. I'm very chilled out. I'm very chilled out. I'm very. I love being an actor, but I don't think I've ever forgotten that I'm a human being. So I don't think I'll ever be able to forget the small simplicities of life. So not much has changed ever since I've come out in the social world that much. Thank you, Ms. Brunette. I had a great time, and I really want to thank you for all the questions that you prepared for me and having such a nice heart-to-heart chat with me. And I'm just going to take one moment to thank all my fans, all my lovely people, all my friends, all my family, everywhere in the world. Thank you. And I had a great time with the Brunette Diaries, and they fed me a lot and got me nice cookies and coffees, and I had a great time, and it felt so good coming out and chatting after this small sabbatical that I had. And I loved answering all your questions, and I loved answering this beautiful Miss Brunette's questions. And I just hope you guys also have as much fun watching it as much as I did giving this interview. So thank you. I love you all, and God bless you. I love to travel. I love spending my leisure time and making the most of it.